last class and the review class. So Kumaravadivelu's three P's in second language learning or learning language. Okay, Kumaravadivelu, you see that this person, it is a professor emeritus in a university, that is Kumaravadivelu, Dr. V. Kumaravadivelu. Okay, he is a prominent figure in the field of language teaching, introduced the concept of post-method pedagogy, a framework that challenges the traditional approaches to language education. Okay, actually, the post-method, like every method and every method and every approach will be challenging the traditional method. So Kumaravadivelu is much taught in post-method pedagogy, especially his three P's in post-method pedagogy. Okay, a framework. This framework emphasizes the importance of context, flexibility, and individual learner needs, moving away from the rigid methods and towards a more personalized and adaptable approach. Most probably you haven't forgotten that in our previous class, we had been taking the context of a country, the context of the classroom, the context of the country and the institutions. That is very important. So if you want to apply CLT in a country or in a place where the students feel shy, then CLT will not be successful. That is discussed by this person, Kumaravadivelu, in his 3P. That is context is important. Probability, flexibility, and practicality, whether it is practical or not. Okay, so that is so context, flexibility, and individual learner needs. What do that? What is their requirements of the learners? Observing the learners' requirements, observing the context, the teacher, language teacher, or the language instructor will try to insert their own method in the language class. That is the concept of Kumaravadivelu in post-method pedagogy. That is much discussed in post-method era in second language acquisition. And educated at the University of Madras in India, Lancaster in England, and Michigan in the USA. Dr. Kumaravadivelu has specialized in language teaching methods, post-method pedagogy, teacher education, classroom discourse analysis, and teaching culture. He is the author of Language Teacher Education for Global Society, Cultural Globalization. So many books he has been written, and that is the Kumaravadivelu. And he addresses in international conference held in Australia, Brazil, Colombia, England, Finland, Hong Kong, Mexico, Singapore, South Korea, Taiwan, and USA. He has served on the editorial board of the reputed journals, including TESOL Quarterly, and he has also served the US State Department as an English language specialist. This is Dr. Kumaravadivelu. Kumaravadivelu's post-method pedagogy is built upon three key principles: practicality, particularity, practicality, and possibility. 3P, as we have seen, that is 3P: practicality, particularity, practicality, and possibility. Particularity underscores the need for teachers to be sensitive to be specific needs, problem, and context of the learner. Particular, one method cannot be applicable in all contexts. You have to understand the context of the country. You have to understand the culture of the country. You have to understand the academic culture. So that is the practicality. You have to be practical, observing the needs, the problems of the context of the certain situation, the teaching situation. And this principle recognizes that the language learner is not a one-size-fits-all endeavor, and that effective teaching requires tailoring instruction to the unique characteristic. So you can GTM. Suppose once upon a time we had been following GTM in Bangladesh. So in GTM, what happened in Bangladesh? The education, all educational level, in all institutions, every teacher tried to follow GTM in everywhere in Bangladesh. Kumaravadivelu is quite opposite to the principle. Just observe the situation. So GTM can be applied in Dhaka, but it cannot be applied in Rajshahi or Chittagong. That is the thing Kumaravadivelu wants to say in his post-method pedagogy? He want to say you have to be practical. What is the student's requirement? What is the context? What is the class size? What is the student's background? Where the grammatical background? What is the foundation knowledge of the students regarding second language learning? Observing these things, the Kumaravadivelu developed the first P, that is the practicality of this first P. And then practicality. Practicality emphasizes the teacher's role in second language acquisition and in monitoring and reflecting upon their own teaching methods, identifying, that means teacher who have to be practical. Teacher wants to apply CLT in a classroom. That classroom is 150 in size. Okay, so if the student number is 150 in a size, how it will be practical to introduce CLT in the classroom? That means student to student introduction will not be there. So the teacher have to be practical, applying a method. That was the second P delivered by Kumaravadivelu in his post-method pedagogy. That means the teacher have to be practical. This principle encourages teacher to be adaptable and expensive to the dynamic natures of the classroom, constantly evaluating and refining their teaching strategies based on their observation and experience. That is practicality. And the third one is possibility. Acknowledges the diverse experience and perspectives that teachers bring to the classroom, shaped by the social, economic, and the political environment. Okay, possibility. Okay, so you want to apply technology-based English language teaching. Is this possible in Bangladesh? You have to understand, according to the Kumaravadivelu, there is a concept in language lab. Language lab is a lab there you will have all facilities, internet facilities, PowerPoint projector, and all these facilities will be there. So if you want to apply technology enhanced language teaching in Bangladesh, then you have to understand the possibility, whether it is possible in Bangladesh or not. Okay, whether it is possible of in a specific situation. If you want to apply a method in Bangladesh, but in Rangamati, Khagrasari, Bandarban, you will not have speed internet connection. Rather, you will not have mobile connection there. So how it would be possible? So that is the third P delivered by Kumaravadivelu in his post-method pedagogy. That is whether the method will be possible or not. So these three things are the chief concern in post-method pedagogy delivered by Kumaravadivelu in his post-method pedagogy. When you will be delivered lecture in the post-method era, you can discuss a little bit about Kumaravadivelu, whole language learning, neural language programming, and the silent wave in your presentation and in your actual answer in mid-semester or either in final examinations. Okay, so Kumaravadivelu's post-method pedagogy advocates for the flexible and personalized approach to language education. So one method will not be applicable in every parts of the country and the every countries of this world. That was Kumaravadivelu's concern. Okay, so one method is not fixed for all and all countries and all learners. Rather, one method cannot be applied for all learners of a specific class. And for this reason, Kumaravadivelu's post-method pedagogy is called personalized approach. And this framework emphasizes the three key principles: practicality, particularity, practicality, and possibility. Post-method pedagogy promotes learners' autonomy, empowering students to take ownership of their learning and develop their own strategies for success, fostering a more engaging and learner-centered learning experience. That is Kumaravadivelu's post-method pedagogy in second language acquisition or learning acquisition. Okay, so this is very important in post-method